I believe that worked. Hello. Good morning. Is it working? I think it's working. Yeah, there we go. Good morning, everybody. It's 10 a.m. here, 9 a.m. California, 10 a.m. Arizona. Oh. We did it. Oh man. Some of my green screen is not working right, but that's okay. All right, let's get this party started, shall we? All right, we got this up. Cool. Let me get this going. That's not the right one. There we go. Wait, not yet. Not yet. We're gonna get going. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the 2,000 subscriber stream celebration stream. So we got a veritable smorgasbord of content for today. We're gonna do this until I feel tired and stop, which, knowing me, could be very, very soon, very short. All right. First on the list here. Over the last month or two, I've been doing PragerU stuff. Just going through and pumping it out. Just getting it all over the place. Getting it all over Dennis Prager's face. And most of it, for the most part, it's all been like, I just sit here and record it, and then I make jokes and I think of stuff, and then I edit that later. But now, today, we're gonna try something different. We're gonna do it live. As Bill O'Reilly said. Bill O'Reilly style. Fuck it, we'll do it live. That would be a fun... I should get like a soundboard. That would be a fun thing on the soundboard. Anyway, we're gonna do the next PragerU video on the list live today. It's the wrong one. There we are. Now, where's my... Don't worry, I'm going to edit this later for the video too. Now, the number 6 most viewed video from PragerU is this one. Capitalism versus Socialism. All right. All right, let's begin. Let's dive in, shall we? Oh, there's going to be an ad first. Oh, look. It's an abortion ad. Wait, what? Oh, help me beat cancer. Okay, no thank you. I support cancer. Let's Oh no, this. Let me fix that. There we go. Oh no. There we go. All right. Capitalism versus socialism, baby. Let's dive in.
Capitalism versus socialism.
Yeah.
We can sum up each economic system in one line. Capitalism is based on human greed. Socialism is based on human need, right?
That's cutting out a hell of a lot. In fact, I don't think I know anyone, capitalist or socialist, who would describe either system that way. Hold on, I just had a thought.
Capitalism versus socialism. We can sum up capitalism versus socialism.
Tale as old as time. Beauty and the Beast. Oh wait, did I need to flip this. Hold up, I didn't. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Capitalism is based on human greed. Socialism is based on human need, right? No. Wrong. So wrong.
Oh,
it's
okay.
exactly backwards.
Oh, wait.
And I'll prove it.
It's backwards? I mean, that's a reductive way of describing either system, but okay.
To you. Been on Amazon lately? Each of the thousands.
I'll prove it to you by citing an international monopoly whom no one can hope to compete with.
Of products Amazon offers represents the work of people who believe they have something you want or need.
How much product on Amazon do you think is made by slave labor? I've thought about that a lot. I know it's not necessarily any different than any other business, but I've wondered, like, if Amazon's the biggest thing, how much of it is? It's probably a non-zero amount, right? When I go on Amazon and buy something, I have no way of knowing. I don't know.
If they're right, they prosper. If they're wrong, they don't. That's how the free market works. It encourages people to improve their lives by satisfying the needs.
I'm sorry, I lost track of what he was saying.
People who believe they have something you want or need. If they're right, they prosper. If they're wrong, they don't.
I mean, no. What? If they're right, they're selling a product. I mean, I guess we're just going to ignore all the advertising that goes into it. Now, that might have something to do with it.
That's how the free market works.
And if the free market worked, there'd be other competitors to Amazon, providing other services. But it's not. It's all within the purview of Amazon itself.
It encourages people to improve their lives by satisfying the needs of others.
And Amazon has no incentive to improve their service because what? What, you gonna go shop on eBay? Okay, bye-bye.
No one starts a business making a thing or providing a service for themselves. They start a business to make things or provide services for others.
I mean, that's part of a business, sure, but then another part of business is you're going to work in something that you know. Like, oh, I'm not going to start like a nursery or a garden center if I don't like plants in some way. This is weird.
I speak from personal experience. It's a business making a thing or providing a service for themselves, needs of others. No one starts a business making a thing or providing a service for themselves. They start a business to make things or provide services for others.
This is also like a really slimy way of saying, oh yeah, I got into this business so I can make a shit ton of money, but I did it for altruistic intentions. All right, man.
I speak from personal experience. When I was the CEO of the company that owns Carl's Jr. and Hardee's restaurant chains,
there it is.
We spent millions of dollars every year trying to determine what customers wanted.
Guess what? What customers wanted also means personal experience. They don't want gluten-free options, which means I don't get to fucking eat at your service. I don't get to fucking eat at Carl's Jr. Because the market doesn't fucking care about me. That's stupid.
If our customers didn't like something, we changed it, and fast. Because if we didn't, our competitors would, pun intended, eat us for lunch.
Oh.
The consumer...
Wait, why is there a Pac-Man?
For lunch.
This isn't relevant.
The consumer, that's you, has the ultimate power. In effect, you vote with every dollar you spend.
Not really. I just explained it doesn't even work for me. Market doesn't care about me.
Socialist economy, the government has the ultimate power.
All right. So we're 6 videos in the PragerU list now, and we finally have a definition of socialism. That's good job. Good job, guy. This is wrong, of course, but hey, he tried.
Decides what you get from a limited supply. You vote with every dollar you spend.
Getting distracted.
In a socialist economy, the government has the ultimate power.
Socialism is when the government does stuff.
It decides what you get from a limited supply it decides should exist. Instead of millions of people making millions of decisions about what they want, a few people, government elites, decide what people should have and how much they should pay for it.
This is... okay.
The people making millions of decisions about
I'm sorry. What? Okay. The government has the ultimate power. Okay.
It decides should exist.
Government has the ultimate power. This graph doesn't make sense. What? Hold on.
Power. It decides what you get from a limited supply. It decides.
What is this graph? Supply. What's the y-axis? There's nothing on the y-axis. Quantity of supply? Maybe maybe it's like the supply here, each bar is supposed to be a different kind of supply. Like maybe this is corn, right? And the y-axis is quantity. Okay, maybe that works. Maybe I'm trying to read too much into this. Okay, so socialist economy, government has power.
Should exist.
And then
you get from a limited supply, it decides should.
And then you get from a limited supply that the government has decided should exist. Oh. Okay.
Exist. Instead of millions of people.
You're describing essentially planned economy. Not necessarily the same as socialism.
People making millions of decisions about what they want. A few people, government elites, decide what people should have and how much they should pay for it.
So is this socialism or oligarchy? Because that's what... like healthcare, maybe? Millions of people... Hold on. They just kind of threw a bunch at you here.
Millions of people making millions of decisions about what they want. A few people, government elites, decide what people should have and how much they should pay for it.
Okay, so instead of people deciding what they want, a few people decide what you should have and how much you pay for it.
Not
All right.
surprisingly, they always
Whatever.
get it wrong. Have you ever noticed that late-stage socialist failures always run out of a
That's a new one. Late stage socialist failure. I've heard late stage capitalism, where it all falls apart. Reason.com, free minds and free markets. This is the first thing that came up. Well, there's a Reddit page. This doesn't look useful. Banned from late stage capitalism for capitalist apologism? Yeah, alright. That's all I need to see. What the fuck is this? We hear a lot about late capitalism these days, mostly on Facebook and Twitter. $1 million investment in an app that allows you to send the word yo. What? Late capitalism? $25 nap pods? Late capitalism. $16 cocktails? Late capitalism. Wait until Twitter finds out about $38 Bloody Marys. The fuck? This is a weird... You are losing me fast. The problem with the joke is only it runs one way. We're familiar with flaws of late capitalism. What about late socialism? Well, better late than never, am I right? Ah! Stupid. The left has increasingly embraced the idea, or at least the label, of democratic socialism, along with an ambitious agenda of big government programs, single-payer healthcare, jobs guarantee, free public college, so on and so forth. But that agenda comes with a price tag so large it's hard to imagine much of it becoming reality, even with the assent of actually we don't pay for it-ism. You can get away with saying deficits don't matter for a while. The problem is at some point they do. Alright, we don't need to take this seriously. Man, this... Okay, this doesn't go on for too long. Is there anything good in here? Yep, here it is. Venezuela. Yep. Alright. Okay. Yep. They can't help it! Alright, what's next? What you got for me? Actually, hold up. Hold up 1 second. Let me check something here. Alright. Where am I? Ugh. Alright, let's carry on.
essential items like toilet paper. Of course, this isn't a problem
Get it? Because they're full of shit.
for those who have the right connections with the right people. Those chosen few get whatever they want.
So if you got the right connections with the right people, you too can one day have your own supply of toilet paper.
But everyone else is out of luck. Venezuela.
All right, enough of the... How loud was that? Too loud? Nobody's watching, so it's okay. You're right. All right, enough. No more vuvuzela. I arrived in time for the honk. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I fucked that up. I am really tired lately. I think I blew this too much yesterday.
Once the richest country in South America is the most recent example of socialism driving a prosperous country into an economic ditch. Now, maybe you think it's an unfair example. I'm
sorry, I'm distracted by the vuvuzela. What's up?
Venezuela, once the richest country in South America, is the most recent example of socialism driving a prosperous country into an economic ditch.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff that happened there, but all right.
Now, maybe you think it's an unfair example. I'm not sure why, but okay.
I'm not sure why, but okay. Really? Who's this guy again? Andy Pudser? Wait, Andy Puzder. Well, Andy, I can tell you why it's not a good example. He knows why. I should have brought this up before him. Because. Not now, Mother Jones. Shit, where's the oil bit? Alright, we brought this up before. PragerU, Dennis Prager, funded by oil money, fracking billionaires, Venezuela, the largest oil reserves in the world. This is called a conflict of interest, Mr. Puzder. I did say it right, yeah. I think... Whoa, whoop. I think you might have a financial investment in trash talk in Venezuela. Hold on, can we do this? I think you might be full of shit and oil money. CIA coup moment. Yep. Well, they tried.
We'll ignore the fact that leftist activists celebrated it as a great socialist success right up until it wasn't.
It's non sequitur, really. I mean, ultimately, up to this point, You know, if your definition of socialism is whenever the government does stuff, then that means every time something bad happens, some government policy fails, then, oh, it's the fault of socialism. Therefore, we need less government control so we can take all the fucking oil out of Venezuela and starve everyone. Wait, I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. What's up? Leftist activists celebrated it as a great success right up until it wasn't. Okay. You know, what was the guy's name? Sean Penn. Yeah. All right. Wow. Sean Penn went to Venezuela, and that is a complete argument for whatever. What argument are you making?
What about Western European countries? Ignore the fact that leftists unfair country into an economic ditch. Now,
Okay.
maybe you think it's an unfair example. I'm not sure why, but okay.
Okay, maybe you think it's an unfair example.
We'll ignore
Okay.
the fact that
No, this is not how arguments work. If you say, maybe you think that's an unfair example, okay, then you're supposed to argue against a steel man of my argument.
leftist
But instead you just talk about leftist
activists
activists.
celebrated it
This video doesn't even have the animation they had of Sean Penn and Belafonte
great
that the other one
socialist
did.
success.
They just went with the text. They didn't even outline the text. It's boring. So sad.
Right up until it wasn't.
Oh my god, I just realized something. Fuck. Hold on. How do I? Look at his. Look, what? The top button is unbuttoned? Why? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Why would he do that? This is irrelevant on my part, but it's just as relevant as talking about leftist activists.
But what about Western European countries?
Okay. Maybe you think it was a bad idea. Maybe you think it's unfair. But what about Western? Okay, maybe that's a better argument, I guess. Maybe that does follow.
Have socialist economies? People seem pretty
Don't
happy
they?
there.
Don't
Why
they?
can't we have what they have?
No, that's a good question. Why can't we have what they have?
Free healthcare, free college,
Yeah.
stronger unions.
Yeah.
Good question.
He's not going to give a good answer, is he?
And the answer may surprise you. There are no socialist countries in Western Europe.
Okay.
Most are just as capitalist as the United States.
Okay. Now, side note, while I may agree with this may be true, there's a problem with this. There's a problem with your argument. Hold on. What was he? CEO of... There's a problem with your argument, Mr. Carls Jr. That'll work. We'll clip that.
The only difference, and it's a big one, is that they offer more government benefits than the U.S. does. We can argue about the cost of these benefits and the point at which they reduce individual initiative.
Okay, that's insane. The idea that having, oh yeah, you got free healthcare, which means you don't have to worry about your chemotherapy bankrupting you. But that's removing individual initiative. Oh yeah, because I'm sure when I have fucking lymphoma, I'm just filled with the drive to go work for my fucking medication. Never. I have leukemia, and there's cancer in my blood and my bones, and I can't even get up out of bed. But no, letting me have my pills, that's gonna reduce it. That's gonna reduce my fucking initiative if I have free healthcare. Now hold on. What was the argument he used earlier? I'm scanning. Hold up.
From personal experience. When
Where
by
is it?
satisfying the needs of Amazon words. And I'll prove it to you.
I'll prove it to
Been
you.
on Amazon since
Ba,
they're
ba,
right
ba.
networks of others. No one starts a business or provides the CEO of the company that owns Carl's Jr. and
forgot where
Hardee's
he said
restaurant
it.
chains
Aha!
has the ultimate power. You spend. In a socialist economy, the government has the ultimate power.
So in a socialist economy, the government has the ultimate power. Okay, but now that people are having health care. Okay, wait. Let me say this more coherently.
Has the ultimate power.
In a socialist economy, the government has the ultimate power. Like Venezuela, horrible socialista. Boo! Oh, but now we have Europe has healthcare. No socialist. Oh, you don't have a coherent definition.
Unions. Good question. And the answer may surprise you. There are no socialist countries in Western Europe. Most are just as capitalist as the United States.
Unbelievable.
The only difference, and we can argue about the cost of these benefits and the point at which they reduce individual initiative, thus doing more harm than good. Scandinavians have been debating those questions for years. But
well, if they've been debating it for years and their country hasn't fallen apart into, as you put it, a late-stage socialist failure, I guess those policies worked then, didn't they? Huh.
Only a free market capitalist economy.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. It's like the meme. Hold on. Yeah, this is it. I'm banned from Twitter. Socialism never works. Norway is socialist. They're doing great. They're not socialists. They're capitalist countries with strong welfare policies. Then let's adopt those policies. No, that's socialism. It's a fucking circular argument. These people don't fucking care. They don't have a consistent definition of socialist. They just don't want to improve the world. They just want us to all live in fucking poverty and die of diabetes.
Can produce the wealth necessary to sustain all of the supposedly free stuff Europeans enjoy.
There it is, free stuff. Like that one lady brought up in that other video. I forgot her name already. Oh, look at this. Not really. I'm gonna move chat. Hold on. Look at that. Not really free. Ding ding. Okay, yeah, sure. Guess what? Free market's not really free either, baby. What do they think? Shut up. What do they think free market means? Just when the government doesn't get involved? I think that is what they mean. It's not a good idea. I'm sorry, where am I? A free market capitalist economy can produce the wealth necessary to sustain all the supposedly free stuff. Citation needed.
Europeans enjoy. To get the free stuff, after all, you have to create enough wealth to generate enough tax revenue to pay for everything the government gives away.
Okay, the United States is the wealthiest nation, not only on the planet, but in the history of all of humanity. Why don't we have this stuff? Why don't we have this so-called free stuff then? Well, it's quite simple, really. It's because certain people in politics don't want us to have that free stuff. They want us to fucking die. All right.
Without capitalism, you're Venezuela.
Yeah, I'm sure. That makes sense. Why did Venezuela fall apart? They never actually explained that. They never actually explained this happened in Venezuela causing this. They just say, "Oh, Hugo Chavez went on TV and sang for hours. Oh, the oil companies left. Oh, we don't have toilet paper. Why not?
In a 2015 speech at Harvard,
you could make like a whole documentary about it. You know, like a PBS Vietnam documentary. I forgot the name of the guy who made that. That was a really good one, but something like that. You could do a whole thing like that in Venezuela. I'd like to see that. That'd be interesting. Free market. Decisions made by companies to watch numbers of their wealth go up by 0.03%. Yeah, how about that? Right, what else?
Denmark's prime minister took great pains to make
I'm sorry. I just talk too much. I can't hear
Without
him.
capitalism, you're Venezuela.
Yeah.
In a 2015 speech at Harvard, Denmark's prime minister took great pains to make this point. I know that some people in the U.S. associate the Nordic model with socialism. Therefore, I would like to make one thing clear. Denmark is far from a socialist planned economy. Denmark is a market economy.
All right, hold up. Sleight of hand here. Couple things going on. First off, I'm pretty sure this Danish prime minister is talking about people like you. I forgot his name already. Man, I'm forgetting everything. Andy Puzder. Yeah, pretty sure he's talking about people like you, Andy. I need to figure out a way to fix that. Yeah, people who say, oh, free healthcare is socialist. Yeah, he's talking about you. He ain't talking about people like me. Not only that, second sleight of hand here. Let's do full screen. Second sleight of hand. Danish Prime Minister, oh my God. Lars, we'll just call you Lars. Wildly inappropriate to refer to a head of state that way by first name basis, but okay. Lars, me and Lars, we go way back. Lars, Denmark is far from a socialist planned economy. Denmark is a market economy. Hey, what's this? Planned economy? Hey, Andy, you didn't say these words before. Why were you calling it all socialist before? But now you're leaving out planned economy up until this point when it's a direct quote. I feel like that might be an important distinction for the kind of economy you're trying to describe, but it might benefit your argument if you leave it out because you realize that what you're describing is not the same thing. All right. It seems like most of your arguments are about planned economies, and you're just kind of conflating that with socialism. Which, to be fair, you know, to the American education system, it's one and the same thing. I don't even know where I am. What am I doing? Socialism definition. Okay, political and economic theory of social organization, which advocates the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. Hey, that's not the same thing. Hold on, this gets weird every time I keep doing Chrome capture and it's like funky. All right. Yeah, I feel like this is not the definition that Andy is using. This is not the definition he's attacking. He's attacking something entirely different. Wonder why that is. Why is it that people like Andy Puzder, why is it that people like them can't ever like actually sit down and like honestly say, these are these definitions, this is how I define this, I'm going to argue against this. They always have to go Venezuela and throw in all these other weird anecdotes. Lars and Zach were in a garage rock band back in 2009. We need to bring back like the bring back 80s speed metal. All right.
So when you point to Denmark as a paragon of socialism,
Uh-huh.
you're really singing the praises of capitalism.
No, you're singing the praises of a market economy with welfare benefits. Which, you know, a market economy is not necessarily the same as capitalism. I bet he don't want you to know that. PragerU don't want you to know that either. What do you
The
got?
more
What else?
capitalism, the less socialism you need.
This is a weird graph. It would make more sense to have like a pie chart, or if it's like one rectangular bar pushing back and forth. I don't know. Maybe someone in the animation department is just phoning it in now.
Look at America since 2017.
Oh no, this is a bad example. 2017, 3 years. Oh no.
Less
What
socialism
is it?
you need. Look at America since 2017.
I'm sorry. I just realized something else. This was not.
Socialism, you're really singing the praises of capitalism. The more capitalism, the less socialism you need.
The more capitalism, the less socialism you need? How does that work? So are you arguing that you need socialism in some cases where capitalism's not working? Or would you argue capitalism always works? What is capitalism to you? Because I know what capitalism is. What do you think Andy thinks capitalism is? See, capitalism is supposed to mean a private ownership of the means of production, or production, supply, distribution, all of that. It's supposed to be like, as opposed to, you know, when the fucking monarchs ran it and they like approved mercantiles, you know, they approved, oh, the big East India Company, yeah, you can do all the work for me. It's supposed to be an evolution of that. At least modern laissez-faire capitalism is supposed to be an evolution of that. It's the next step in the chain where it's like, well, anyone can do this now. You don't need approval of the king to do this. I feel like that's not the argument Andy would use. That's not the definition he'd use, because it benefits these people to not be consistent with these. It benefits these people to not be consistent with their definitions. That way they can play fast and loose with whatever argument they want to give in the heat of the moment.
Look at America since 2017.
All right.
A policy of lower taxes and less government regulation. That's more capitalism.
Oh, wow. Less taxes, less government regulation. Beat economy go up. Bar go up. Blue bar go up. Oh, man. Yeah, this was 2017. Wait, what year did this come out? March 4th, 2019. So, the economy, if y'all know, the economy has fucking crashed. We have record unemployment numbers, record numbers of people losing their jobs, record layoffs. Oh, no. Now you could say, oh, it's all because of COVID. Well, it's not all because of COVID, actually. Because guess what? You know what happens when a graph goes up? You know what happens when the chart gets really high? It crashes. It goes down. Number go down. That's really simple and reductive, I recognize. But less taxes, more government regulation means economy goes up. Also, like, I get the feeling. Okay, let's look at the stock. Let's look at the stock markets. I don't want that. Dow Jones futures fall. This is 3 days ago. This would have been Saturday. Oh my. This is last 6 months. Can we get like a year? Hold on. I just Googled stock market. That's what am I thinking? Dow Jones. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Year to date, 1 year, 5 years. Here we are, 5 years. So the start of this is 2015, 2016. Look at that. It goes up and up and up. And then boom! Can we see this actually? Hold on, I may need to. Yeah, there we go. Up and up and up. Boom! That took a dive real quick. But then it went back up. Went back up to where it was. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's great. It means the economy's doing well, right? No! It just means the line on a graph goes up. Guess what? The stock market doing well doesn't mean the rest of us are. It means the stock market's doing well. It means the people who own stocks are probably doing better, depending on the stocks, of course. My neck hurts. Fuck. Client telling the animator to make money chart go up. Don't put statistics in it. Yeah, there's also no sources. Yeah, look at that. Normally, you have something like this, you should have numbers on the side, or like on the bottom here, like, oh, this is my these are my sources. These are my sources. Are there sources here? Oh, look, sources in the PragerU. To view the script, sources, quiz, and study guides, visit this link. And hey, it's not a dead page. Facts and sources. What is this? The free market. I feel like this is going to be an interesting dive. Let's take a look. Okay, facts and sources. The free market encourages people to improve their lives by satisfying the needs of others. The fuck? Alright. Capitalism harnesses self-interest to make things or provide services for others. Hold on, I want a source for taxes and government regulation. How many sources are there? Well, it says there's a lot, but hold on. Oh, if I control F tax, stuff comes up. Most allegedly socialist countries in Europe. Oh, it's not what I want. Aha! It says there's a source for this. The more capitalism, the less socialism you need. They put socialism in quotation marks, which suggests to me that whoever put this in here doesn't realizes that this is not a good argument. In America since 2017, a policy of lower taxes and less government regulation has led to robust economic expansion. View source. Oh, look! It's a National Review article. Wow! This is not... Okay. This is... Don't fucking cite National Review in your college papers, guys. Who wrote this? Joel Kotkin? I don't recognize. Ooh. I didn't want to save that. Hold on. There's a tiny head. His new book is The Coming of Neo-Feudalism? We're getting down a rabbit hole here, but what the fuck? A warning to the global middle class. Following a remarkable epoch of greater dispersion of wealth and opportunity, we are inexorably returning towards a more feudal era marked by greater concentration of wealth and property, reduced upward mobility, demographic stagnation, and increased dogmatism. If the last 70 years saw a massive expansion of the middle class, not only in America but much of the developed world, today that class is declining and a new, more hierarchical society is emerging. Uh-oh. This guy might be on our side. The new class structure resembles that of the medieval times. At the apex of the new order are two classes. A reborn clerical elite, the clerisy, which dominates the upper part of professional ranks. Universities, media, and culture. And a new aristocracy, led by tech oligarchs with unprecedented wealth and growing control of information. These two classes correspond to the old French first and second estates. Alright. Below these two classes lies what was once called the third estate. Yeah. This includes the yeomanry, made up largely of small business people, minor property owners, skilled workers, and private sector-oriented professionals. Ascendant for much of modern history, this class is in decline, while those below them, the new serfs, grow in numbers of vast, expanding property-less population. Okay, so this guy's a fascist. Yeah, I ain't surprised. President's economic policies showing marked success, but he may not benefit politically unless he learns how to get out of his own way. Okay. Alright, so what examples do you use of less taxes? Hold on, I even forgot the original claim. Less taxes, government regulation mean better economy. As we all know, communism is when I have to pay taxes. Alright, Trump's economic policies seem to be working. It says this was 2018. Sure. He's just continuing the trend that happened under Obama, but sure. GDP and wages continue to rise. Wages are rising? What? I clicked this link and it says job gains disappointment. Unemployment holds at 17-year low. What? Whoa. I don't want that. Why do I do Control F and the video gets big? That's weird. Wages. Wow, 2.5% over the prior year. By what metric? What? Didn't our unemployment rate jump to like 18% or something recently? It was wild. Okay, average hourly earnings rising 0.03% over last month, 2.5% over the prior year. Average? Oh no. Oh, you can't use average, you have to use median. What? Where's the... Non-farm payroll employments? Does it have a link? No, there's no fucking link in this. Economists expected non-farm payrolls? Huh? God, I hate all of these people. You can't use average when you're looking at this stuff because if someone at the top gets a massive increase, then that inflates the average. You need the median because the median's right in the middle. My God. Okay, wages are up under the Trump economy, therefore economy good. No! No! Stocks are soaring, unemployment continues to decline, overall growth is at highest. All right, sure. Okay, so I guess when you just like misrepresent all the data, yes, it supports your argument. Yes. What have we got?
Has led to a robust economic expansion, something thought impossible just a few years earlier.
I don't know if that was true, but okay.
Unemployment, notably among minority groups typically most at risk for poverty, is at a generational low.
Unemployment for minority groups typically at risk for poverty is at a generational low. That doesn't mean they're not in poverty. It just means they're in poverty and employed. Also, their criteria for being employed, I don't know if y'all have looked into it. It's like, it's not. Hold on. The definition of employment is, hold on. It's not a fun. Whoa, what is this? Okay, yeah. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Who is counted as employed? Let me get a drink of water. All right. People are considered employed if they did any work at all for the pay or profit if they did any work at all for pay or profit during the survey reference week. This includes all part-time and temporary work, as well as regular full-time year-round employment. Individuals are also counted as employed if they have a job at which they did not work during the survey week, whether they were paid or not, because they were on vacation, ill, experiencing child problems, on maternity or paternity leave, taking care of family, personal obligation, involved in labor dispute, prevented by working from bad weather. Okay. You're employed if you've worked in the last week or if something else has stopped you. What counts as unemployed? Now, this is an important distinction because if you are not employed, that does not mean you are unemployed. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. People are classified as unemployed if they do not have a job, have actively looked for work in the prior 4 weeks, and are currently available for work. Actively looking for work may consist of any of these. Yeah, okay. So, conveniently, this framing here leaves out everyone working in the gig economy. You know, I'm employed. I work a job that it's 10 hours a week making minimum wage. Okay. Wow. Yep, nope, you're employed, baby. Wow, I can't find any more work because everything else is out of business and shut down now because of the COVID pandemic, this was written before, this video was before that, but the gig economy is still a thing. Oh, I don't have any, I'm making less money here. I've had it, we'll just go.
Economic expansion gets people off welfare and into work. That's less socialism.
But you just said it wasn't, though. You said it wasn't when Norway did it. Holy shit, he can't even be consistent within 5 minutes.
None of this requires a degree in economics. Common
I mean, it might help. Clearly, you have a lot to learn.
sense is all you. None of this requires a degree in economics. Common sense is all you need.
Yeah, anyone who says that, you can just write them off.
That's why it's so frustrating to see young people praising socialism and criticizing capitalism.
Yeah, I can imagine you might be frustrated if people are... Oh my... I can imagine it might be frustrating if people get mad at you because you keep going back and forth and flip-flopping on how you're going to define these things.
It's bad enough that they're working against their own interest. Better job prospects,
Really?
better wages,
Citation
personal
needed.
freedom.
You didn't say anything about job prospects, wages, or freedom in this video. What does freedom have to do with any of this? Freedom. Wow. You know, I sure would like to have freedom of being able to work whatever job I want and not having to stick there because my health insurance is stuck there. And if I leave the job, I'm going to have to work 6 months at some other company before I can get their health insurance. I sure would like... I sure would like the freedom of not having to go work 40 hours a week for some shitty company where they don't actually like me and I hate everybody there and they force me to participate in these weird, like, rally... I forgot what they call it. Weird propaganda brainwashing. I sure would be nice to have the freedom to work for, as you put it, Amazon, and work for a union where we can advocate for better conditions to work under. No. If I want, no, you see, by wanting these things, that means I'm fighting against my own self-interests. Isn't it, Andy? Isn't it, Andy? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Good morning, seaweed popcorn. This is the guy that said socialism is based. Why are you linking Mein Kampf in the YouTube chat? What is going on? Order of chaos in the end of Western civilization? Oh, you're referencing Jordan Peterson. Oh, okay. Oh. I don't know if I feel like getting to Jordan Peterson today, actually. This has been, I'm already, I already feel like my brain's giving out. Freedom is when I can give everyone else COVID. The more coughing, the freer I am. Yes. All right, where are we going?
But they're also working against the interest of the less fortunate. Capitalism leads to economic democracy. So
Ooh, such a weaselly little fuck. All right, yeah, okay. No. If this were the case, you would be advocating for poor people to have a greater say in the workplace. You're not advocating for economic democracy. What? Oh, we're going to vote. You can vote with your money. No, if you cared about that, you care about unions, but you don't.
Socialism leads to the economic dictatorship of the elite.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's totally not what's fucking happening
Dictatorship
right now in the United States. It's totally not like giant corporations have all of our politicians in their pockets. That's totally not a thing.
of the elite. Always.
It's totally not like rich fat cats like you. Rich fat. Hold. I fucked it up. Hold on. It's totally not like rich fat cats like you are part of this system that's falling apart around us day by day. It's totally not like COVID was just the latest push that this house of cards needed just to completely fumble and fall in on itself.
But they're also democracy, always and everywhere.
You know, if you care about economic democracy, maybe we should have, like, voting. Maybe... Why can't I vote for my CEO? Why can't I vote for my boss? Why is that? You ever think about that?
So beware what you ask for.
Beware what you ask for. What? What have I asked for? I know I just said voting for my CEO and boss, but I don't care about that. What? Why can't I have my pills? Why can't I have my medications without it being called socialist? You called it socialist. You called it free stuff. It's... Okay.
You just might get it.
Please, don't threaten me with a good time, Andy.
I'm Andy Puzder, the author of The Capitalist Comeback for Prager University.
Capitalist comeback? Oh. What, because they're fucking all of us and then they come on our back? What else? Is that it? Video was made possible by a generous foundation from the... from the what? William S. Knight Foundation? Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a bad thing? KnightFoundation.org, and this one is a Wikipedia page. Yeah, this is not... It's always weird to me that, like, these organizations can have, like, so much money in them, and then, like, you can't get a definitive answer on what they do. Does that bother you guys? That bothers me a lot. Knight Foundation is a national foundation of strong local roots. We invest in journalism, the arts, and the success of cities where brothers blah blah blah. Knight once published newspapers. Our goal is to foster informed and engaged communities, which we believe are essential for a healthy democracy. Sure. Is there anything, like, new in here? Man, they... Wow. In the past 2 years, they've posted 4 times. That's incredible. This is... It's weird. It is weird to me. I don't get it, man. I don't get how organizations like that exist. Hold on.
Thank you for watching this video. To help
Fuck
keep
you.
PragerU videos free, please consider making a tax-deductible donation.
To me. Don't do it to PragerU, do it to me. I won't do anything with it that's productive. I don't think it's tax deductible. Look at his smug fucking face. Ew. How do people... Alright. Maybe I can edit this down. Oh, I should have clicked record. Oh well, we'll download the YouTube VOD. Well, that's the content, everyone. It's short. Read it. Well, maybe we'll take a look. I don't know if I should be reading Mein Kampf on stream, though. So I'm gonna block it while I'm confused. Even leftists like myself struggle with how intense capitalism is. Like, holy shit, it's a complex system, but that's part of the problem, the overcomplication. It's really... I think people make it a little more complicated than they need to. Just don't worry too much about, like, oh, don't get too bogged down in the details of what is capitalism, what is socialism. Don't worry about that. Just have a policy and stick with it. Like, I want people to have health care. Okay. Easy. It takes work to implement that, but it's like, you know, there's a policy there you can work with. Say, Medicare for all, good system. Okay, we'll work with that. Easy. Say, oh, climate change is a real thing. I want to do something about that. Okay, easy. Now, these things are not easy, but it's easy to understand what you're talking about. Reminds me how religious texts are written in inaccessible ways to place interpretation of the hands of the preacher. Oh yeah. Yeah, the gall of saying capitalism is democratic. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Oh, video said William S. Knight. This is John James or something. You know what? I don't actually care. Can you look at that? It's very short. What, look at the Mein Kampf thing? Alright, let me I'm definitely getting dinged by the FBI by pulling this up. What am I supposed to be reading again? Order, Chaos, and the End of Western Civilization. Alright. I had a thing... Hold on. Just so y'all know. So, there's a video Jordan Peterson did here. This one. Postmodernism and Cultural Marxism by Jordan B. Peterson. Right here. This one. He did it with the Epoch Times. The Epoch Times. Y'all may be familiar with that. And it's like a 43-minute video of him talking about cultural Marxism and all that. And postmodern Marxism. I thought it would be fun to like just go through the whole fucking thing, all 43 minutes of it. But maybe not today. I'm feeling kind of tired. And we'll title it we'll title it Jordan Peter Epic Times. Yeah. We'll call it Jordan Peterson's Nazi Argument, and that'll be like the clickbait. It'd be like the clickbait title. And it's like kind of fucking is. But this what you're mentioning here, this bit from Mein Kampf, might actually be relevant to that. I'm looking at it right now. I'm just hiding it because, you know, YouTube content. Because I can just imagine, like, if like a YouTube employee shows up they don't do this, but like they do it. It happens on Twitch, but like just someone shows up. Can you explain to me why you were reading Mein Kampf on stream? And it's like, fuck, someone linked to it. But it might be good. But anyway, it might be good to cite against Jordan Peterson. Order. Let's do Control F. Oh, look at that. Law and Order. Wow, this is insane. I forgot like how insane Mein Kampf is. But I guess that's like all Nazis really. Aha, chaos. Hold on. Yep, first thing here. This reads like something Jordan Peterson wrote himself. I never really thought about that. Never really made that connection, but yeah, it does. Hold on. Maybe we should read this. How did you forget? It's literally written by Hitler. Well, it's not like I have a copy of it and I read it all the time. I mean, but it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, you read it once, it's like, oh yeah, that's crazy. And you forget about it. And then you read it again and it's like, oh yeah, this is still crazy. All right. So I guess we're doing this in the name of education. Here we go. I'll just read this first paragraph here. The Jewish doctrine of Marxism rejects the aristocratic principle of nature and replaces the eternal privilege of power and strength by the mass of numbers and their dead weight. Thus, it denies the value of personality in man, contests the significance of nationality and race, and thereby withdraws from humanity the premise of its existence and culture. As a foundation of the universe, this doctrine would bring about the end of any order intellectually conceivable to man, and is, in this greatest of all recognizable organisms, the result of an application of such a law could only be chaos. On Earth, it could only be destruction of the inhabitants of this planet. Yeah, this sounds like something Jordan Peterson would have wrote. Is this a good idea? It's fine. For educational purposes, that's fine. The point that I'm making here is like what I just read there sounds a hell of a lot like what Jordan Peterson says in this video here. Hold on. Is there a way I can do this without... Oh, man. Let me just move that down a bit.
Understand the current situation properly. I don't think that you can understand the current situation properly without considering the role that postmodernism plays in this. Because postmodernism, in many ways, especially as it's played out politically, is the new skin that the old Marxism now inhabits.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's just do a little bit.
That there's a postmodern philosophy, which we'll talk about a bit, that really came into its vogue in the 1970s after classic Marxism, especially of the economic type, had been so thoroughly discredited that no one but an absolute reprobate could 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 uh, could support it publicly anymore. Even the French intellectuals had to admit that communism was a bad deal by the end of the 1960s. And what happened was that they played a sleight of hand game in some sense and rebranded themselves under the postmodern guise.
Sleight of hand, those sneaky Jews. He goes on for 43 minutes.
And that's where identity politics came from. And
What?
And they played a sleight of hand game in some sense and rebranded themselves under the postmodern guise. And that's where identity politics came from.
Yeah, that's definitely a coherent sentence made by a sane person. Yeah, all right.
And so, and then that spread like wildfire from France, especially into the US, through Yale University, through the English department there, and then everywhere. And so what happened was...
From the Frankfurt School, you gotta mention those guys. Get them in there.
You know, there was this idea that the
France?
Marxists had put forth that the...
Did he... He doesn't even explain that. How would one do postmodernism in politics? I don't have an answer for you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Jordan Peterson's one of those people who would say that the existence of trans people is in of itself a postmodern plot to destroy Western democracy or something. But hold on, does he talk about chaos in this? What? Not what I want. Open transcript. Let's find out. Oh, look at that!
think, and there's no difference between people no matter how they act. It's like, sorry, that's not a philosophy, man. That's a recipe for chaos and disaster.
Hey! How about that?
And then the diversity thing, it's like, oh, I see, we need more black people on our board because all black people think the same way. That's how we're going to play this, is it?
The way he said that. Maybe I should do this video right now, actually. Hold on. Oh boy. Let me think. Do I want to do this? Does my audience care? It's only like 5 people here. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. You know what? Maybe we should do this. Crack my neck. Hold on, I'm trying something here. What do y'all think? Should have analyzed that video back during the riots. What riots? On the one hand, I feel like I would like to make a larger thing with it, but on the other hand, I feel like it's not even deserving of that. Right, I feel like I need to pee though, so we can do that. I think Peterson should do I feel like Peterson should not do psychedelics at all, actually. I feel like that's a bad idea for him. I don't know for sure, but I feel like it's a bad idea. I'm trying something here. Hold on. Ignore the void. I want to do... Maybe I should have done this. We could do this in Photoshop, I guess. Yeah, we'll delete that. Okay. So, I'm going to disappear in a moment here. I will be back. Won't be gone for too long, and don't worry. But, oh boy. Alright, if I feel up for it, we'll do it. If not, we're going to wind down. And now I'm back, and we've lost all of our current viewers. They're all gone. That's okay. He's gone. What should we burn? We can burn this channel. There's an idea. Let's take a look. How many people have unsubscribed? Oh, look at that. We're now below 2,000. 1998. Sigh. Why do I even bother? Are people unsubscribing because I live streamed? That seems to happen every time I live stream. People unsubscribe from me. I don't understand why. I don't think I'm that bad. Maybe I am. Or maybe they're just doing it just to be silly. Because they're like, haha, he's at 2,000 subscribers. Wouldn't it be funny to unsubscribe from him? Whoops. Hold on. Wouldn't it be funny to unsubscribe so he doesn't have 2,000 anymore? Hehehe. Alright. Well, you know what? It's been fun, but I feel like I'm just gonna end this here. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Maybe we'll make more content later. I don't know.